to another episode of Hangout with ST. She's Alyssa.
And he's Hairianto. And Hangout with ST is a weekly show where we bring you top stories of the week.
That's right, anything that is local to everything that's happening
around the world.
And of course, we are down to episode 46.
Yeah, just 4 more to 50. I've never been to like 50 before.
You've never been 50, is it?
I've never been 50.
And of course, thank you for all the love and support that you've given us throughout all these weeks.
And as always, we are coming to you live from the ST newsroom, so do leave your comments and we'll read it later during the show.
Yeah, and of course today, Alyssa, we will be discussing the Bicentennial project.
And then also the Kondo Hero.
And the new year, new beginnings for the new merged schools. And after which we then go on to Onyam, which is other news in a minute.
And our favourite Facebook face-off.
Yeah, which I won last week.
You did, yeah.
But you are confident, right?
Pretty confident I'll get 3 out of 3 this week.
We'll see, we'll see.
Pretty
right?
confident.
Let's take some comments.
Okay.
I need to
I also need to log into our live show. I think
all this happens,
yeah, because we've said it, so I said it once and I'll say it again. It's because like, the bumper's only 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Nelly
Kanchua says hello. Nelly says hello.
Oh, let me mute
Dicky
this.
Karnine says hi all. Okay.
Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hey everybody. Also, what do you think of our trench coats?
Yeah. Let us know. What do you think of our trench coats?
Yeah, and what do you think about our matchy outfits?
But more importantly, let all your friends and family members know that we are live, right? And of course, I think last week a lot of people were asking. I think we had new viewers last week.
We did, yeah.
Asking, whether is this weekly, when does it happen? It happens every Thursday on Street Snap's Facebook page.
Yeah, and I hope that those who ask are back.
Yeah, right. If you're back, let us know as well. We have Kingster Go that says hi. Son Malun says hello. Samuel Wong says hello guys. I'm watching you both.
Thanks. So he says very Dick Tracy today.
Ah, okay. Betty Ba Chang says hello as well.
Hello.
Yeah, so continue to keep your comments coming. Alyssa, I'm pretty sure you are quite familiar, right, with the Sir Stamford Raffles statue along Singapore River near Boat Quay?
The one that is like this.
No, that is the thinker.
Kidding! I know it's the one who folds his arm and he's like standing there.
All alone.
All alone. Lonely boy.
Good news.
18,
Lonely
19.
boy 80 is no longer alone because he has 4 friends who have joined him. 4 statues now have risen next to the iconic Raffles statue. Now the statues are of Sang Nila Utama, Tan Tock Seng, Munshi Abdullah and Narayana Pillai. Now it is understood to be a project for the Singapore Bicentennial.
If you are wondering what that is about, it marks the 200th anniversary of the founding of modern Singapore. And to mark this milestone, there's been a series of events and projects. Well, there will be for the Singapore Bicentennial. It's being rolled out to commemorate, like I said, the 200th years of history in a major turning point in 1819 when Stamford Raffles landed here.
Yeah. And as for Raffles and his friends, ST caught the mysterious statues being unwrapped when they appeared overnight along the Singapore River. Are you going to check it out, Alyssa?
I don't know, I've already seen it there.
Okay.
It looks kind of nice. I think it's very majestic, very regal with the poses. So, you know.
Right.
Sang Nila Utama.
Clearly, you don't look like any of the statues.
That's why I'm not a statue.
But in any case, of course, you know, this is not the first time that such a stunt was pulled, right? In fact, there was another one that happened last Saturday where the white poly-marble Raffles statue was half covered in dark grey paint, to create an optical illusion that it is disappearing. Now, the effect was created with outdoor acrylic paint.
And that certainly drew a lot of buzz, and also that bird, I think that was on his head,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Well, of course, in addition to all these statues, we'll be seeing more events and projects throughout the year commemorating the bicentennial.
Of course, but then there are netizens, right, who did kind of like, I guess, was slamming, criticizing the bicentennial project. Now, they said that, you know, hey, Singapore's history predates Raffles' time, right? Coming to Singapore. So in fact, it should be beyond 1819.
And they're not wrong, which is why the Friends have joined Sir Stamford Raffles there with them. So the 4 statues are there. And what's more important to note is that, and it's emphasized by the Executive Director of the Singapore Bicentennial Office, Jean Tan. So rather than a celebration, the bicentennial is a time to reflect on the nation's journey.
Yeah, correct. It is like a prequel to SG50. Projects being planned will also explore the 500 years before 1819. And of course, you know, it is important to look beyond 1819 because history itself is very complex.
And we have hundreds of it.
Exactly. Yeah. So the question, right, that we have for you guys who are watching at home, who or what else do you think that in Singapore's history should be included in the bicentennial commemoration? What do you think?
I don't know. My Singapore history is actually not very good. So I do think that the Singapore Bicentennial is a very good one to actually also raise awareness of our history.
Exactly.
So I'll be keeping a close eye on it.
Yeah, I'm glad that they are going beyond 1819, right? Because clearly, you know, Singapore was a thriving, back then, whatever it was called, right? Temasek and all that. It was a thriving place and it is a thriving place. So there's a lot of history.
That one I know, but I realized that talking about this made me realize that actually I don't think much about Singapore's history at all, to be honest. And when people ask me about Singapore, I just say, oh, we're a young country. But actually, we do have a lot of history going back hundreds of years.
Exactly.
Getting schooled.
50 years and more just independence, right? But then more than that beyond.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, of course, the bicentennial commemoration will debunk the conventional narrative that Singapore had only been a backward fishing village. Now, Mr. Tan also said that the bicentennial will not shy away from addressing elements in history that may not be always positive.
So this includes acknowledging, and I quote, the squalor and segregation that existed under colonial rule, and the 1915 Sepoy Mutiny, which saw over 400 Indian soldiers rise against the British during World War I.
So it's not all that fine and dandy and colourful.
Not just about fishing.
Exactly. You know, there are all the other challenges that Singapore has gone through all these years as well. And of course, you know, there are some highlights that you can keep a lookout for. And they did mention that, you know, the scale of the Singapore Bicentennial will not be as large as the SG50 celebrations. In fact, it will ride on existing programs and events that have already happened. And one of them is, of course, iLight, which always happens every year. And this year is the Bicentennial edition, happening from the 28th of January to the 24th of February. Now, of course, there is the interactive light art installations at the Civic District area, Singapore River and Marina Bay waterfront.
And then that will be followed by a few roadshows. This will happen from March to April, where you can read stories about the origins of the different places in Singapore.
Exactly. And then, as always, we do have open house as well, Istana Open House. This is a special one happening on 5th of June. It is in conjunction, of course, with the Singapore Bicentennial. And people can enjoy the food, performances, and other fringe activities as well.
Have you ever been to Istana Open House?
I have.
I've
never.
But
for work.
Oh, for work, to report on it. Yeah, but that's the good thing about a job, right? Sometimes, like, if not, you wouldn't have gone.
Exactly, yeah.
Right?
On my own accord, no. Yeah, but you should if you haven't actually. It's really very nice.
Because like the food is nice.
No,
the grounds are nice.
The grounds are nice, really. Like, and then you see all these people coming in, and you know, it's like a garden party of sorts, right? People just He's around.
It's like a Crazy Rich Asians sort of like garden party.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So let us know, right? Who or what else do you think should be included in this bicentennial commemoration? For more of the events that are happening, of course, you can check out the website below of all the events.
Or dates or upcoming events as well.
Yeah. And I think let's take some comments. Let's see.
Hello. Okay. So Dicky Hernan says, let's go for a date at Civic District.
Let us know.
Sure.
We will date you out. Yeah. Sujin Lee, love to see our twin look. Right. Okay.
Lee Sujin, are you Korean? It's a very Korean thing to dress like a couple.
Really?
We're not a couple, by the way. just saying. Because someone asked, Stephen or Stephen Roberts asked, boyfriend, girlfriend? Nope.
No, okay.
Nope.
Jen Jo says, hello, I'm new. Hello.
Hi.
Make sure that you follow us every Thursday at 8 p.m. Mark Tan says, very nice outfit for the two of you. A lot of people are commenting on the outfit.
Actually, I was a bit worried wearing a trench coat, but then I was like, no, what's wrong? Just wear it. It's nice. So,
It's nice. Darren Tay, lol. What is
fashion risk taker.
Yeah, we have to, right?
Okay, so lately my social media feed has been flooded with posts about Marie Kondo.
Yes!
Right?
Exactly. Marie Kondo is live! Now, that's because her show Tidying Up with Kondo premiered on Netflix on January 1st. Now, in this 8-episode series, she visits families who live in homes of different sizes and issues, but all these houses, they have one thing in common, which is mess.
It's a mess.
Have a look at the trailer here.
I have so much stuff.
It's a never-ending battle to fight the clutter.
With the baby coming, we got to get our stuff in order.
We had to downsize from a 4-story house to a 2-bedroom apartment.
I lost my husband. I don't know that I have everything it takes to get rid of his belongings.
Hello, I'm Marie Kondo. 私のミッションは片付けによって世界をときめかせていくことです。Let's start tidying.
This girl's no joke.
This is amazing.
We have too much stuff. It's official.
It's so hard to let it go.
I don't want to just, dump it. I want to be thoughtful about it.
Choose items that spark joy for you.
Spark joy. It's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be.
We're on board. We want to change. I just want it to be strong enough to change me.
I can let it go. Arigato.
I am going to figure out what sparks joy in my life.
I can't believe you can touch the carpet.
New day, new joy.
Thank you for being here for us and wanting to help us.
I hope you know how much this means to me.
Here we go.
Okay, I have to say this. If there is a takeaway, right, from seeing the trailer, is that I feel so much better that there are people's houses that are worse than my room.
So it feels like you have your life a bit more in order than these people. Can you understand? Because Hairianto has been like going on about decluttering his life.
Yes, I have. New year, new me, right? So not only am I decluttering physical space, I'm decluttering my life in general, right? Friends and all that.
And there's no doubt that Marie Kondo is very successful in helping people to do this. And later we will touch on what we think makes her so successful. But before we get to that,
a bit more about her.
A bit more about her, exactly. So she has 5 books under her belt. Most of them are in Japanese. The popular one, this one, that was published in 2011, translated into English in 2014. That one was a bestseller.
Right.
That really propelled her
the
to like worldwide stardom.
Of tidying up.
Exactly.
Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with her, right, you might be asking what is the Marie Kondo way. So there is
otherwise known as KonMari as well. KonMari.
Right? Yeah. Method. And the method is really simple, right? First, you gather all your belongings by one category at a time. And for each item you go through, ask yourself if it sparks joy in your life. Right?
And if it doesn't?
If it doesn't, then you thank it for the joy that it has brought to you.
Then you throw it away. That's good. Whether or not you can do this to people, maybe not. I don't know. I guess probably not.
Okay. I noticed something, Alyssa. After watching the trailer, right, your head... You started to do the head
because she was
thing.
talking like that. She talks like this.
I mean, she herself is very put together, right?
Yes, and I find that she's very concise. I don't think she has like not an eyelash out of place.
Exactly.
If she doesn't need to gesture, the hand goes back. You know, very
good, Lashi.
And we kept doing this during rehearsal as well. After watching, we were like,
But I do have friends, you know, that actually watch the show. After one episode, right, they did say that it inspired them to clean up their stuff.
The same for my husband. After one episode, after he turned to me and said like, can I clean your wardrobe? Can I organize your wardrobe? I said, don't touch it. I like it a mess.
Okay. So there you have it, sideline. We are not a couple because, she's just gone on record.
I'm not scared.
In any case, distracted a little bit. But in any case, so that's what people have said. Digress a bit, right? So that's what people have said, and
she's become a
Marie Kondo. Yeah, she's become a verb.
Yeah. So like you don't say, oh, I need to declutter my life. Maybe now you can say, I need to Marie Kondo my life. I need to con Marie my wardrobe.
Exactly, and I've been saying this, on my feed and all that, right?
I have to Marie Kondo this.
And in fact, yesterday we actually ran a poll on Instagram and on our Straits Times Instagram, and we asked for you guys to share with us what is your decluttering process, and these are some of the responses that we've got. Screenshot right here. We have people saying it's just not happening. Yeah, I know. Decluttering.
And then throw stuff out you can't use or wear anymore. But what if it sparks joy? Then someone said, don't think that that's true.
Okay, so we have Diane, I think the second, the one below, second
row,
from left. First, I did the Marie Kondo method. It was brutal. Second, I declutter my things every week. Oh, I like the third one at the top. It's called an orderly mess. There is logic in each pile of clutter. I agree.
Organized mess.
Yes, organized mess.
Okay, so that means you're not going to Marie Kondo your life now.
I don't know. I have to. And then, of course, we have Tsingy that says, throw.
Okay.
Thanks for your responses. But of course, all this is actually in line with the Japanese culture you were mentioning, right?
Yes, because when you think of Marie Kondo, like you say, it's all about minimalism, decluttering your life. And for the Japanese culture, since the 6th century, they've had Zen Buddhism. And for Zen Buddhism, it's
it instills a desire for simplicity, right?
Exactly. And perhaps this quote by Ken Yahara, he is the art director of Muji. So this is from a 2009 Straits Times interview. He says, in Japan, there is the concept of looking for beauty within emptiness. Basically, you stare into space and try to find your beauty. Just stare into space.
But we did mention that, of course, decluttering and organizing and all that, it's not a new phenomenon, right? It's not a new concept. Books, shows have all done that before.
There are the gurus.
Yeah, there are gurus. Right? There is just something about the KonMari method.
Yes.
And we discussed this.
We did.
And we pinpoint it to?
We came to this conclusion that it's because of her literally million dollar question is, does it spark joy in your life?
Exactly. So it appeals to the emotions.
Yes.
Right? And it is especially good for people like me. Because I am a hoarder. Okay? But that is because I attach feelings and emotions to things.
A lot of feelings and which you channel into objects.
Not people, right?
Not people. You don't channel your feelings into people.
Just objects. Exactly. And I touch and I understand because usually when I clean out my stuff, I go like, oh no,
but then
it's okay lah. Yeah.
So he even has his notes from school. From JC time or uni time?
Primary school.
Oh my gosh. This is worse than I thought. I think you need to be on the second season.
I need to be.
But the thing is that you're not alone. Actually, even Marie Kondo had this issue. Okay, so I was reading up on her and she said that, she was always about like, concentrating on what to throw out.
Yeah.
And then one day she had a nervous breakdown. She said she fainted. And then somehow when she awoke, she realized that, the work of tidying is actually to identify things that make you happy.
Right.
Which has got nothing to do with decluttering or throwing things out.
Yeah. Okay, so talking about the emotions thing also, right? If you notice in the trailer earlier on also, it's more than just decluttering or throwing out physical things, physical objects. It's also about, okay, so for example, there is that in the trailer you saw that, I think one episode it touches on this lady who was grieving or who couldn't let go of the husband that has just passed, right? And the belongings. So it's on one level, it's helping to declutter his things, And secondly, of course, to kind of like grieve and to be able to let go
come to
as well,
terms
right?
with it, right?
Yeah, come to terms with it. Exactly, exactly. But whatever it is, of course, I attribute it to one thing, which is origami.
So there are two things. First is the million-dollar question. The second one is actually the art of origami.
It's art of origami, really, because it's the way she folds the stuff and just, you know, make sure that it's compact and all that.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing this!
I tell you, origami is good lah, really. Next time when you have children, please teach them origami.
Okay.
Really, really. But in any case, you know, with all the buzz that's going on, of course, there are people who are on the other side who criticize lah.
Yeah, so in another episode, Marie Kondo was actually saying to writers who have a lot of books at home. She actually said something like, you know, a house shouldn't have more than 30 books. And actually she suggested either throwing out or giving away books. And then that got people really riled up.
You especially, because you're a book lover,
Actually, I didn't get riled up because I feel like you don't have to take her method wholesale. If you don't have to throw out everything, you don't have to apply to every category.
Else fails, there is e-book.
Yeah, but that's another conversation for another day.
Exactly. Okay, let's see what people have said. Wow, we have quite a bit. Darren Tay says, I think I need her help. CNY spring cleaning, exactly. James Stock, I need to tidy too. Decluttering time.
And then Iris Tan says, thank you, next, Marie Kondo.
Sharon O says, I finished all the series. Did one round of decluttering, but I figured I've got more to dump.
Okay. And then Darren Tay says, she throw things like nobody's business. And then Darren Tay, he also says, I keep things because I try to save the earth. Don't waste.
Okay. Sharon O says it's best to donate, sell or give to thrift shops. I think she left it to the owner to decide how they deal with their items.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Salvation Army or other charities suddenly see a spike in donations. Also because Chinese New Year is around the corner. So actually this series has come at a very good time.
Exactly, exactly. So let us know again, right, you know, whether you have been inspired also watching Marie Kondo on Netflix and whether, you know, that has inspired you to declutter.
And you can even share pictures with us if you're organized after you've organized your mess.
Yeah, do that, right? Share it on social media. Put the hashtag Hangout with SD so that we can find it.
Yes.
Yeah?
That's a very last minute ad hoc kind of promotion, but hey, we'll check, alright?
Yeah, we'll check. Okay, last one. Andrew Go says, if I don't wear the piece once for the past 1 year, throw away. That's a good
But what if you want
advice.
to wear it after 2 years? After 3 years? I always think, because I have removed an item before, thinking, because I haven't worn it in a year. Then maybe a few months after that, I'll be like, yeah, I shouldn't have thrown it out, I want to wear it. Okay, moving on. So anyway, Yan, do you remember your first day of school?
Yes, I do. Anticipation.
JC, secondary.
Apprehension. And I think more importantly, especially if you're starting school, a new school, right? So it means primary 1, secondary 1 and JC, right? It's completely at a new school. So
you don't know anybody basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so students of the newly merged junior colleges, they might be feeling the same way when they went to school this Monday.
Yep,
this is the first week, right?
First week, right? Remember now, the mergers of the 8 colleges were announced, of course, by MOE in April 2017 due to Singapore's falling birth rate. MOE also said in January last year that the merged JCs would bear the original names of both colleges, with the older one coming first. Of course, when ST visited Tampines Meridian JC, which is one of the colleges, 2 of the colleges that merged, during morning assembly, students and staff sang the national anthem and recited the pledge, but there was no singing of the school song.
So both school flags, they were lowered before the new TMJC flag was hoisted. If you're wondering why we singled out this JC, it's because Hairianto used to go to TPJC.
Exactly. But of course, for those of you who are watching, you know, share with us your JC experience if you came from one of the merged JCs as well. If not, share with us of your experience as well, you know, your first day of school experience, right? And you are right, I was from TPJC. How do I feel about it?
Proud alumni?
Proud alumni, yeah. Okay, I have to say that I made really, really good friends in JC. Whether there you go, that is my class picture right there. That was my GP tutor.
Wait.
Yes.
Where are you? You have to point yourself out.
Where am I? Can't you tell where am I? I'm...
Oh, I mean, but
the one on the
hair,
right.
can't tell. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the right. Right there with my shirt untucked. And that's my GP tutor. So this was our class picture. So recently we had the last assembly for Tampines Junior College. So we tried to recreate the look.
Yep.
Yeah, of course not everybody came. These are those who actually came for the last assembly.
Okay.
Yeah, before the school, because the school ground completely closed.
Right.
This is at the field area. So a lot of good memories lah, huh? Okay, I have to say though, it is, and then so basically during the last assembly, we could go to any parts of the school.
Okay.
Yeah, like the classroom, the lecture theatre, take pictures and all that before they completely close and we don't get access. I like this picture, okay, simply because it brings back a lot of memories on track. So I was in track and field.
I thought because you were in the picture, that's why you like it.
No lah, I was in track and field last time, and I remember it was gruesome for me because of training. Yeah, you know, it was Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, train.
Under the hot sun.
Yeah, so that was yeah.
No, but actually, so we were discussing, right? And then we realized that, hey, you know, this only really affects people who've been to the school.
Yes.
Or maybe who are staff members. It's like a sense of displaced nostalgia.
In a way,
Which
right?
I give credit to you, like he coined the term displaced nostalgia. Because
Yep.
for the students who went to school this Monday, it doesn't like, to them it's like, well, I've never been to the school before.
Exactly,
so like,
exactly. And to be honest, right, Alyssa, you're talking about just 2 years of JC life, right? Of which you were focusing a lot on school. It was stressful,
Schoolwork, yep.
you know. Yeah, and I was juggling with a lot of subjects and I was taking up a lot of CCAs and all that. So the 2 years actually went by quite quickly. Yeah.
So actually it's more of the non-physical things like friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so that's one area to channel your feelings into.
Oh, okay. Here we are again. But of course, on that note, candidates who set the 2018 GCE O-level examinations will get their results next Monday. Students may collect their results from their respective schools at 2 p.m. on that day, while private candidates will be notified by post.
And those who wish to apply to junior colleges, Millennium Institute, Polytechnics, or the Institute of ITE, which is ITE, can do so through the joint admission exercise, open from 3 p.m. on January 14 to 4 p.m. on January 18.
Yeah, and posting results are due to be released on January 31st. And of course, we wish everyone
all the best.
All the best.
We hope you get the results you want.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Does anybody have anything to say?
Okay, and then Scarlett Chu says, Alyssa and Hairianto, Hangout detectives.
Yeah. Pasta Chata Monkul says from Bangkok lah.
Ooh, okay, you're from Bangkok? Sadikap.
Okay.
Okay, and then Digi Karnan says, I only know Marie Biscuits. You might want to know Marie Kondo too.
Exactly. There we have it. And
it.
now for our next segment.
Onyam is under news in 1 minute, where we read other news in under a minute.
In an effort to diffuse air and maritime tensions, Singapore and Malaysia's foreign ministers repeated on Tuesday their commitment to preserving the vital relationship between both countries and to improve bilateral ties on the basis of equality and mutual respect. Now, the two countries are currently locked in two separate disputes, one over territorial waters off Tuas and airspace management over southern Johor.
For our second headline, in a letter to the Straits Times forum page on Sunday, the Ministry of Health said that the Singapore National Eye Centre will revise its fees on March 1st to ensure affordability. This comes after the MediShield live payout article written by ST's senior health correspondent, Sama Halik.
And last but not least, four new funeral parlour sites marked at Ang Mo Kio, Bukit Batok, Woodlands and Mandai Road are to be developed over the next decade. This is to meet a growing demand for after-death facilities and services as Singapore's population ages. That is all we have for Onyam this week.
And ending things on a light note, here we have Marie Kondo. But here we have Facebook.
Face off! Of course, this week, Judge Joe is busy.
Got a date?
Got a date? Don't know lah, maybe busy or
yeah,
whatever.
work lah, got work lah, probably.
So there will not be any Judge Joe, but hey, mechanism still stays the same. We want you to vote and tell us who you think is funnier. Alyssa is very confident that she will win this week. So if you think that Alyssa is funny later on, you just type in A.
And if you think Hairianto is actually funnier than I am, type in the letter H.
Yep.
Okay?
And let's go. First round, I will go first. So this is basically about the 4 statues lah, you know, that have followed or have joined Sir Stamford Raffles, Raffles and Friends. William Lowe says, unlawful assembly. I see you're trying to do my trick, huh? I see you're trying to do my trick. I see you're doing my trick. Okay, you, go.
Okay, so the one I chose is, there's a monster fat bug. It's a mixture of fat and waste. This has been found in southwest England, which is clogging up portions of a sewer drain. And Sactival Vitreville says, excuse my French, Brexit. Brexit, like Brexit. I thought that was good.
If you think Alyssa is funnier, you type in A.
If you think Hairianto is funnier, type in H.
Yes, unlawful assembly.
Okay.
Think about it. Yeah, 4, 5 people.
Brexit.
Okay, Alyssa,
round
go.
2. Okay, Sumire Nakamura is turning 10 in March. She's also turning pro in the traditional board game Go in April. So the 10-year-old is set to be the youngest pro Go player. And Gabriel Peng says, I guess you could say she's a Go Pro.
I love how you're so enthusiastic.
I'm very confident. I think it's very good.
Very good. Okay, my turn. Now, this is about the Gongcha customer in the Philippines finding 3 cockroaches in his bubble tea. 3rd day of the new year, vomited twice so far. And Renjin PC says, any toppings? Yes, cockroaches, please.
Why is that funny? That's so gross. That's super gross.
If you think Alyssa is funnier, you type in A.
If you thought Hairianto's joke was funnier, type in H.
Yes.
Okay, okay, so
Okay,
last round.
Last round. So this is New Year, new passport ranking. Singapore passport remains 2nd most powerful behind Japan in 1st Henley Index for 2019. Evan Swang says, and I think we can all agree to this, all the power but no money to travel. Except for maybe Alyssa. Alyssa travels every 3 months.
Oh
right?
wow, really? Do I?
Japan, Korea. I tell you, every 3 months she will not be in for Hangout because she's away. Yeah?
Well, since you put it that way, I better take leave every 3 months.
Okay, Alyssa, you go.
Okay, so mine is, so there's a study that links green tea with increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Green tea, which they've been saying is very healthy. So Syed Al-Hafiz Shah says, tea, but also mati. So good. Mati, tea, very punny. I'm a very punny person.
Yes, you are.
I am.
Again, if you think that Alyssa is funny, you type in A.
If you thought Hairianto was funnier, type in H.
Yeah, and we'll let just the votes come in. Let's see what people have said.
We'll see.
Wow.
Actually,
GoPro Hero
so
7.
far I can only see all A's.
No, there are H. There are H's too. H,
Yeah, H's.
HD.
What's D?
A. Azim. What? No lah, HD is me lah. Hairianto Diman. H.
Oh, you are HD.
Yeah, I'm HD.
Oh, so you are HD.
Please, that is a vote for me.
Okay.
Wow, Azim, why you put A? Okay, Azim is our camera crew
Okay.
today.
Oh, Kimi McElroy says, it's 2019 and you guys still make me laugh. Oh, A and H, both winners. Nope, not allowed. Okay, so
Azim, why he put A? Okay.
maybe we give cannot lah.
No, he must be fair.
Okay.
Okay.
So maybe 5 more seconds.
Okay.
And then we'll announce the winner.
Yes.
So
H.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is me! I knew it.
What is this?
I knew
4-3.
4-3. I knew it.
My
Thank
goodness.
you so much. Thank you guys.
Goodness,
Thank
4-3. But it's okay lah, it's okay. Because
We are on
earlier
the
on during
same level.
rehearsal, also we did say that you were winning lah. We were prepping for you to win, right? For rehearsal.
Oh,
remember?
please. You were not this supportive before. Anyhow, just because we are live.
Okay, in any case, we hope you guys have enjoyed Hangout with ST this week. For more news and videos, do log on to straitstimes.com.
We're also on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yeah, and of course, next week we'll be back same time, 8 p.m. Do let all your friends and family members know. Yep, once again, she is Alyssa.
And he is Hairianto Diman.
Goodbye.
And see you
next
next week.